Click Connect, special Friday night audit. Stay tuned. Craig Sullivan, you have got the most amazing shirt I've ever seen in my life. What is that all about?
Hey, that's promoting our other show, 3 Minute Thursday.
Holy shit, dude. What have we done? The mistakes that we're making right now, unbelievable.
We're going to haunt us for years. Are you kidding?
Craig, I'm having the weirdest feeling of deja vu. I feel like we've been here not once, not twice, not 3 times, but maybe 149 times prior. And this is my 150th time being really confused. How are you today?
I'm great, brother. You know, a little hot. It got no breeze and probably up in the upper 90s, but the sun's shining and they're not cutting up concrete in front of my house now. So I'm a happy guy.
And I would say, I would say compared to episode 1, you are more than a little hot. Tell me what time it is, buddy.
Hey, it's time for number 150 of the audit.
Yeah. Everybody, welcome to the one and only Friday Night Audit, the only show in hospitality that proves after 150 times and as many bad decisions you make in your life, you can always just host a podcast. I'm Glenn Hausman. That's Craig Sullivan. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, you're always just one bad decision away from turmoil.
I know. Well, that's what keeps it exciting. That's what keeps it fresh. That's what keeps me coming back every single week here to wrap up our week and have a little fun and show the human side of hospitality over there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, did our producer David put together a little sizzle reel from the first
No, he
49
did not do that. But I went ahead and I took the initiative and I put together a best of clip of the last 150 shows. I'm going to run it right now. That would be the ending credits for you people.
That was it. That was the best. Bye, everybody. Have a nice weekend. We'll be back with 151 next week, maybe.
So, Greg, I actually thought a little bit about finding the best of clips for 150 episodes, but if you're not saving it at that moment, like at 6:01 when we go off air, it goes into the ether. And my guess is, no matter how good we thought it was, which we never did, it probably wasn't even as good as that, right?
But it would have been funny to just see the age progression of the two of us over 150 shows. Just pick up the opening from each one.
You'll watch me get even more and more defeated by life in each of the progression. Exactly. It's like we can take one frame from each of them and make one of those old animated flip books that the kids used to have. Where I just go,
kids, get off my lawn. Is that you now, Glenn? Get off my lawn.
I had a weird get off your lawn moment today because I like to try to lie down for a little bit before doing this Friday night show.
Really?
Relax a little bit, but during the summer, every week I have the opportunity that I can actually knock it out and lie down for a half an hour. That's exactly when somebody comes to mow the lawn and keeps me up week after week after week. And I can't tell these guys to get off my lawn because they're there for my lawn.
Oh, maybe you should reschedule them for Thursdays.
All right, let's get going with this.
Hey, we got 2 great guests.
Yeah.
And nobody's been on the show more than these 2 guests.
Oh, my God.
So it's a battle royale between Bruce Ford and Christopher C.J. Arlotta.
Me doing the crab.
What's going on? Happy 150, guys.
Hey,
look at that.
Oh.
I noticed that Bruce didn't come with any props, though. I mean, do I get additional credit for
I
this?
got the castle right up here. My props is my voice, right? So I'm here to say that if it's been 150 Friday night audits,
Hi,
the
Amy.
only thing Glenn has done more than sleep in these last 150 audits is
Yeah.
go to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Can't
And then
argue
I'd
that.
say, I can't believe that I didn't pick up on the fact that I should be on 151 because that's, what we all drank in college, right? So
There we go.
You know
151, you gotta
damn
have
well. You know
151 next
damn
week.
well you were drinking Popov. You're not drinking no 151 in college.
Come on, baby.
No, he
Also,
was in an old English 800 is what
Hey,
he was.
$15 handles. Glenn, first of all, your sound's not on.
Who, me?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
No, he's
You're on
messing
the-
with it. We
you're
can
on the
hear
low
you. You're
bass
fine.
No,
You're
we can
fine.
hear, but he's not the sound. Nobody wants to tell us pre-show that Glenn's sound quality is not what it should be.
We're not
Well,
the
neither,
producers.
neither's his lighting quality, but we're living with it.
Well, the lighting quality is fine. We don't want to see him as ugly as it is. We just want to be able to hear him.
Hey, David, bring up that
right,
comment
there we go.
from Krelek, would you?
All right, I'm trying to hold on.
Bring
I'm
up-
trying to we also have Dr. Producer Suzanne with us, everybody.
Don't
Let's
worry,
not-
I
I'm
Yeah.
telling you that your
Yes,
sound is on.
mic volume for Dave. He doesn't need to be that loud. He can just bring it on down. We're all
Yeah.
set now.
There we
All right,
go.
before we go any further, we also have to do this. I don't want to mess that up. I want to have a drink, and then we get into the conversation. Hey,
Oh, was I supposed
thanks
to wait?
everybody for putting up with us for 150
Cheers.
episodes.
Cheers.
For making
Cheers.
Cheers to 150.
How many
Hey,
years
Glenn,
have you
Arnie
seen?
was commenting. He wanted to know what he missed.
I
So
already
you
put
want to
that
tell
up.
him nothing, or should I?
Yeah, right. Yeah, Dave.
No, I said we already put that up. Hi, Amy. Amy over here getting top billing over me in the celebratory post cred. What's up with that? What's going on?
She's our number one
right,
fan.
piece of
What
top
can I
liver over
say?
here?
You know.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, what the hell, Dave?
I know.
So,
Yeah.
guys, thank you so much for joining us and
Thanks for having
appreciate
us.
you taking time out of your busy schedule to mess around with us here to celebrate whatever the hell this is called.
Always happy to be here. Glenn, you were
Whatever the
home.
hell this is.
I mean, I've lost count of how many times you guys have been on the show. So maybe our producer can tell us who's in the lead or if they're tied.
You know, these would have been great stats to have for the 150 show. Just
I know, right?
You know,
They're tied.
Well, as it was told to me in confidence, Craig, it's about the same numbers as your fingers and toes. Do you have them all?
No.
Well,
There's
now,
one
there's
missing.
there's some discrepancies. Are we counting the times that Craig has waved Bruce's face
No,
into the
no.
shot?
Live appearances. Live
If you
appearances.
look at over Craig's
See,
shoulder,
that would be
Bruce's
another
face is
interesting
right there.
stat.
Other way, Craig. Yep, there's Bruce's face right there.
Yeah.
So Bruce has been in,
Every show
Popsicle stick
since St.
version.
Patrick's Day of last year.
Bruce has been in popsicle stick
He's
version
made his
all
way
the
in.
time.
Well,
We gotta-
CJ, I think you should send a
I'll get a
photograph of your
cardboard
head.
cutout right
There
behind
you go.
A cardboard
Send it to
cutout.
Glenn,
Life
and he can
size.
put it
Get a
behind
fat
him.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a big fat head.
You can walk it over there. You're so close to his house.
I could. We didn't hang out at all the
I
past
thought you
couple
were
weeks.
know.
CJ.
What was that?
All right. So my expectation is when
So
we're
it's
all
a
together in
complete mess.
Phoenix, okay, that there's going to be some sort of picture from tonight that we're all going to autograph and we're going to make 6 of them.
Suzanne's taking screenshots.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay,
I
I'm
think
on
that's
that.
a great idea.
Then we're going to burn the 150 into the top right over Glenn's face, and
I do want to
Let's
give
go.
Craig-
Great. Thanks,
I do wanna
guys.
give-
Thanks.
give
I love
Craig
that.
a big Shout out.
Glenn, I think you
big
better
shout out
move on to your
sir,
tequila.
so that you have
your-
the actual Friday Night
tonight.
Audit shirt on.
Yeah,
Nobody else came prepared.
look at that.
I
Celebrate.
have to fucking have one of those to put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't exist.
I ordered props for this show, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Give me a little credit.
Yeah, no, you get a lot of credit for that. The 150 is great.
I
Right.
put
great.
girls
Thank
on for this one. I dressed up.
That's right.
Me,
I
Craig,
showed
and
up.
Glenn
Okay,
has no
Glenn
Glenn
privilege.
doesn't have pants on, but don't tell the audience.
Yeah, that's a good idea not to
It's
mention
Friday
it.
night audit. Anything.
Was
can
that a chuckle down or was that a look down to make sure
I had
you
to
really
double
didn't?
check to see if
He
I
had to
did.
double check. He didn't remember.
You just never know. It's okay.
I just that's when as Craig was saying that I felt a breeze that I didn't
Draft.
expect. So I wasn't sure what was going.
A little
on.
draft.
Right, yeah.
Hot or cold?
When we started this show back many, many, many moons ago, did you guys ever think we would actually make it to 150?
No.
I didn't think we'd make it to the second.
let alone.
No, we could have made it to at least 2.5.
Wait, so
Yeah, no, I figured maybe 10 to 20, and then we go, okay, we're done.
how did this show start, guys? How did it come about?
It was a phone call to Glenn,
Okay.
and I said we should do a show that involves drinking and a hard day at the trade floor, sit around and swap lies and have massive amounts of alcohol. And he goes, "You mean like that? Yeah, let's do that. We'll call it Friday night. What's that thing that they do at night at hotels?" And I go, "Audit?" And he goes, "That's it." And a week later, we were on the air. Yeah. The nice thing about Glenn is that if he's behind an idea, it happens immediately. You don't have time to really think and get it dialed in. So it's like,
Sadly, I don't like much.
I put together an idea for a game show to have Glenn host, and that was 2 months ago.
I know. I just been so tired this summer.
Yeah,
So I really want to.
That means he doesn't want to do it as much as he really wants to be a game show host.
No, I really
He
do.
doesn't want to.
Well,
I
we've talked about how Glenn, whenever he's not really interested in a topic, he says, "Yeah, that's so funny," or "Yeah, that's so cool."
I'm gonna start noticing for those cues now during our conversations, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and if
everyone-
anybody's talking to him at a conference and he starts doing that, they're gonna pick up on that too.
Yeah, because I'm not
Nope.
good at getting out of conversations like the master, Bruce Ford over there. He knows how to
The
get out
Irish
of
exit.
So, Glenn, you just haven't made this game show idea innocuous enough so you don't have to do 3 hours of show prep with the 5 morons that are on the show.
I know.
So if we come up with something that's innocuous enough, like spinning the wheel, or
Well,
'cause it can't be
that was
Jeopardy.
part of it. It was
Yeah.
either flip the card or spin the wheel, and we just have to get some software.
Actually, Craig, I was thinking about this on my evening walk the other last night, and I'm like, well, now that we got this lodging conference show, maybe we could do something there live with people, because it'll be a little bit different than online. It'll be, and we can have a lot more fun, I think, together.
We could have a poker game, and
I would be down for that for sure.
I'm all about poker. Let's do it.
yeah.
I
No,
still,
David, you would have to be our long distance
How about
judge.
So how many remote cameras you got, Glenn?
I mean, it depends on how many we need, and every single one needs.
So how
internet.
about
and
how
a
about-
system.
we just take out enough tables in the eating area at the conference, because you have that on the other side of the drape, which I assume is where you're going to be. Let's make a little cornhole game. Put cameras on either side, set the participants, and you can announce that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We could let's figure this out. Hey, while we're at it,
No,
what do you
he's
think
the
about that?
MC. I'm the announcer.
What do
So
you
let's-
think? What do you think would be a great idea for a game show that we could do with something like the Logic Conference, other events, and take it on the road? So, love to hear from you. All right, cool. I love that idea.
It kind of reminds me, Glenn, if you recall the wonderful time we had hosting the poker tournament for charity long time ago.
When
I
was
was totally
this?
thinking about that. So, in the early days of COVID, I think it was just a few months in, we were all just trapped at home, and we were doing the live show 5 days a week, and everyone was very involved in trying to do these charities. So the idea came up to do a poker tournament online for charity, and that was just a hoot, right, Dave? Why don't you tell me how it worked?
That was.
Yeah, so it actually,
a lot
believe it
of
or
fun.
not, now was 4 freaking years ago that we
Mhm.
did this. So essentially, we have an online digital platform that I play poker with some friends, and we did a charity. And forgive me, I forget what organization we
I
did.
think it was
it for.
just golf.
I'm putting. Oh, you're right. I'm pulling up the video right now, actually. But yeah, it doesn't say. You're right. It was for Skull. And essentially, we had a poker tournament that anybody could join into, and they paid into to join the tournament.
Or make donations.
And they had an opportunity to play poker essentially with Anthony. And Glenn and I were the MCs of this event. We actually had. This is so back in the day, Glenn, that our original producer was still still part of the team.
Oh my God.
Yeah, believe it or
Wow.
not. That's
Is this
how
when
long ago-
Anthony went all in on every hand?
He went all in on Chris Green. And,
Almost every
Yeah.
hand.
Chris knocked him out. It's actually one of my favorite moments in No Vacancy Live history. Is the after show banter. But what you don't know is you're seeing this here. And behind the scenes, there was a separate Google room that people could pop in and out of to talk crap to each other. So me and Glenn are doing it online in this year. Behind the scenes room is on this year. They're all talking nonsense to each other. And it was just honestly a fun time. And Glenn had a blast, had too much tequila, didn't know much about poker, but we got through it. It was honestly, I'm going to go back and rewatch that episode. I had a really good time with that.
I know enough about poker to know that I shouldn't have been playing poker. So that was.
We didn't play. We were just
like being a Jets fan.
Along.
I never would have done that because they were really playing, so it was much easier for me just to.
Let's go back to that comment real quick because I was going to bring it up a little bit later, but okay. No, I never said I don't wear ties. I wear ties at every click. It is this guy.
I don't wear ties.
Chooses to wear ties.
Yeah,
Dave
it's
wears
not.
ties.
It's not like a strict rule. I will wear it if required under certain circumstances. For example, I had a very important thing that I had to do for an award show, so I wore a tie, and I presided over.
Yes, it was a clip-on because Glenn would hang himself with a regular tie.
If there's no picture, it didn't happen.
Yeah, right.
There you go. Good answer, Glenn.
Bruce. Of any sort.
What's that, Dave?
I said Glenn is also very anti-dress shoe of any sort. If it's not,
that's interesting. So you
style,
you go with the sneakers then.
Yeah.
Nice.
No,
Clean
where's
pair
the
of
Crocs
sneakers.
with the toes coming out?
Yeah, when I hosted that award show, and I had to wear the tie, I put a brand new pair of white sneakers and wore those with a black suit. It was awesome. Yeah.
Do you know how many people on a trade show floor will walk up to me and be like, "Do you think you can get Glenn to wear dress shoes when he's up on stage?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, not happening.
Not happening.
That's kind of
Not
funny."
happening.
The fact that people are paying all this money to go to a trade show and that's what's on their mind is what's
Right.
crazy.
It's bothering them so much. They got to ask that question.
I would
multiple times.
Yeah.
I would ask you out there when you're asking if I'm going to be wearing dress shoes on there. Ask yourself if maybe he needs comfortable footwear so he doesn't suffer an injury. I've got my feet suck, and I'm not going to be up there getting blisters and all sorts of pain just so it could match the outfit.
You've got
Whatever.
foot problems. No big deal. You know?
Yeah.
Once I got a lot more problem with that, but once I saw some CEOs starting to wear the sneakers and stuff, I'm like, I'm all in on this. That's it.
Yeah, no, and when you get to be an advanced age like Glenn, and leather shoes you just can't wear them anymore.
Yeah. Plus, I like to bounce.
done.
Just ripping off the screen.
You do like to bounce.
Hands off.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Yeah.
So wait, so are you trying to say you're trying to clean back today? Because I've been stepping up the plate, and now you're just wanting to drive the ship.
Yeah, Dave.
Ooh, is there an Italian battle here?
You.
know,
She's not talking to us, David. Bruce gets a rib shot.
In one quarter, producer Suzanne, and another producer Dave. Pay per view.
CJ, I wanted to step aside here because I was a little bit disappointed in you the other day.
What did I do?
Well, I was under the
What
impression
happened?
that you lived about 2 doors down from Glenn.
I used to. I was
And
about
I didn't
15
know
minutes
it-
away from
I
Glenn.
didn't know it was a used to. I was at the Houseman Pool House, Clubhouse, Smokehouse, and Resort, and I mentioned, hey, we should give a shout to CJ to come over and say hello in person.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh no, he lives like 9 years away now.
Yeah.
9 years.
45 minutes now. So it is a longer of a drive.
9 years.
Yeah,
It
on a
used to
weekend day
be
in Long-
15.
On a weekend day in Long Island, it could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit longer now.
So
But I can
what
still make
did
it.
Glenn do to cause you to leave, CJ?
He set his house on fire.
Good question.
How much time do we have left in this episode? I mean, it's
40 minutes. Go for it.
Yeah.
40
Read
minutes.
this
All
comment.
yours.
Read this comment.
It-
Read this
Nice
comment.
job, Emily.
see. My
Emily says, well, I'm
girlfriend.
Emily,
disappointed in him every
Crash
day.
Yes.
CJ's room. Emily,
Yeah.
come on in. Bring the dog.
Well, she's actually the one who brought me 45 minutes away from Glenn. So it wasn't Glenn's
Oh,
fault.
now she's going to come in and she's
Yeah.
going to
But
kick your ass.
so it's great. You get to move in.
CJ, you're in big trouble now.
I'm in big trouble. I'm
Come on,
sweating.
Emily.
I'm sweating.
Beat
How
him.
many minutes left?
I
We got
mean-
40 minutes left in the show.
Yeah.
That children's
Here
baseball
she
bat,
comes.
you're about
Doors
to get
opening,
it across
CJ.
the nose.
I got to watch myself. I forget she watches.
Maybe you should check yourself first.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
I
there you
should.
go, Bruce. Spot on.
I
there,
should.
Bruce.
Oh God. Oh my God.
So
Hey, who wants
what
to
is
go
the
on
plan?
some adventure travel?
Yay! Come
I
on, let's
do.
do adventure
Where we
travel.
going?
Well, next weekend for your 151st Friday night audit,
Yeah.
I will be traveling for a concert to Cleveland, Ohio.
Wow.
At the
Which
Rock and
kind
Roll
of
Hall of
concert?
Fame.
It is not at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's at the
Oh.
football stadium. And
Who
I
we
will
seeing?
Football in
see
Cleveland?
and I will see Billy Joel and Rod Stewart together.
Fun.
Emily, come in.
Wow.
Come in, Emily.
It should be amazing.
Why Cleveland?
They've never
They're
played
not doing
together.
duet?
Rod's 80. He's on his last tour. I saw him 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
I've seen Billy like 12 times, but we're actually flying to Cleveland to go to that concert.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Is that
and
the-
it'll
is
be
that
the
the
Rock and Roll
only-
Hall of Fame on Saturday and have a great steak dinner and come home.
Did you see Rod Stewart made this huge deal about ending his residency in Vegas
And then
they
got
had the live
COVID and
show?
couldn't do it.
But then like 12 seconds later announced the encore tour with like
Well,
another.
he never did his last
Wait.
show. That's the thing. He
Yeah.
never did his last show. He had to cancel it because he got sick. So therefore, he announced he was coming back and he was
For
going to
another
just do
10.
like 2 more weekends or something like that.
What
But he's
is
bouncing
the-
all over the country right now. I think he's playing in Mohegan Sun tonight, Glenn.
Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there in 3 weeks.
David's going to head over there tonight.
No, I am not. I'm actually heading out to another major city tomorrow.
Oh yeah, go to Chicago.
Sure
What?
am. A 1-day trip, 12 hours in Chi-Town. Literally.
Okay, If,
Wow.
if you get arrested
Just get
for
blown away.
putting ketchup on a hot dog, we've got to have film of that. Okay, so please talk to your beautiful bride and make sure that she films that.
Oh,
Emily, come on in. Come on in. Come on.
she's on
Bring
dog
it
duty
on.
right now.
Listen,
I can see in the yard.
Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Let's be honest here. Emily, I'm sure she's on dog duty. I'm sure she could make an exception. She has zero interest in subjecting herself to this madness ever again. She did her tour. She did her
Nobody
one
wants
time.
to, except for
She's
Glenn
done.
and I.
She has no interest in me for sure. So I mean, she might have interest in everybody else
Ooh.
here. You know what I mean? But
She has interest in your half of the mortgage.
yeah,
His half?
yeah.
What half?
Yeah,
Both halves?
Let's be fair. Wait, let's make it clear. Emily already said that this was a
It's-
ready-built family. 2
this
dogs.
is-
He moved right
This
into
is
my
Emily's house. I'm just renting it from her. You know, I'm just renting it
Wait
from
a
her.
minute. Who's on the show,
Ooh.
Emily or CJ?
I know. I
We
know.
want them both on the show.
Pay attention here.
Now, Bruce,
I brought the prop.
That's true.
You did.
No,
you
That's
you
all.
brought the prop.
That's all your rent savings, right? You just saved all your money on
I
rent. 'cause
did.
You moved in, and now you can buy the props.
I did that. Oh, here she is. Okay.
Hey.
She made an appearance.
Thank you, Emily.
Talk
Thank
about
you,
it.
Emily.
There you go. Craig's happy now.
I am. I was happy anyhow, but this makes me happy.
So, Bruce, what is your plan aside from the concert? What do you plan on doing in Cleveland? Because as far as I understand, there's really nothing to do out there.
That's so friggin' wrong. A nice walk along the big lake. Beautiful. There are several historic sites in Cleveland, as it's an old manufacturer's town, a shipping town. The
Probably a
Rock and
Drew
Roll
Carey
Hall of
show
Fame is
floor.
there. There's a casino downtown.
Ooh, casino.
All
man.
of the things that are going to interest your friend BF.
Yeah.
Lead
Your
poisoning.
friend. That should be the title. Your friend BF. I love that.
Can I just? I want to just change his name.
Yeah,
to that
your
right
friend
now.
BF.
And-
That's awesome. I love that.
And I'm staying at a newly converted Marriott Autograph Hotel. It actually went from a Renaissance to an Autograph.
Wow.
Tripping up in the world.
Yes.
So
I made
mean,
my reservation. It was a Renaissance. Then I got this whole email thing that said, "Oh, we're not a Renaissance anymore. We're going to be an Autograph." So,
Well, it's a good thing it wasn't a courtyard.
yeah.
Hey,
That's cool. I had an experience like that once. It was 1987, and we were driving down to visit the University of Maryland because I was considering going there, which I ultimately went to. We went to go check into our hotel, and we're checking the Hagstrom maps and stuff like that, and we're like, "Well, this is the right address, but the hotel's name is different. What's going on over here?" So we went in and we found out, oh yeah, we just changed the name of our hotel yesterday. So I had no idea that happened. So that was my my
And
first
what year was this?
87.
Before
Glenn,
or
do you
after
re-
September?
Glenn, do you realize that my
No
son was 6
email,
years
no
old then?
internet,
Yeah.
no nothing.
In 87, there wasn't.
Was it before or after September?
I don't remember. Oh, Jesus
Ask
Christ.
Stevie Wonder, all right?
What?
I mean, come on.
What was 1987 like? I wouldn't know. What was it
Oh,
like?
yeah.
Can
That's
anybody-
his point right there.
Yeah.
Oh my
If it happened
goodness.
before September of 87, it didn't actually happen.
Hey,
Have
David, call my
have
son
any
and
of
get
you
him
guys-
on the air because he was 7 then or 6 then.
I
He'll
was,
tell you.
A couple of years until I was born.
yeah, I was born that year, so
Yeah.
Like that
Have
clip.
any of you
Uh-oh,
actually
uh-oh.
converted
What's
a
Bruce got?
hotel?
Focus on Bruce. There we go.
A great little Portsmouth brew right there.
Nice.
Squeeze IPA for all of you.
Bruce,
What
can we
brewery
talk
is
about
that, Bruce?
your Disney castle behind
Great
you?
rhythm.
What is that? What are we doing here? That looks great. Is it?
So that is Cinderella's castle in Lego. And it is the only thing left in my man cave because, well, I'm moving. So the next time I come in the Friday night audit, I will be in a new location.
Nice.
How long did it
Not-
take to build that?
Not too far. That's 6 or 8 hours. And Mrs. Ford is the Lego queen with her oldest grandson Ethan, who's 15. They love the Lego and they build them, and it's part of my man cave.
I'm going to
To go
send you
after
a
Lego
New York
District.
Yankees Lego set to build next. Original Yankee Stadium.
I just want you to know that I will return to sender. I will not accept. And if I do accept, I will make it,
Burn it.
and come and crash it on your head.
Bring it to Click. You can bring it to Click. In fact, I'm going to give it to you at Click. Craig,
You
it's
you
possible to
decide.
go on stage for Click to present Bruce with a life-size Derek Jeter bobblehead of Lego bobblehead.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
there you go.
You know what? I might accept it then after the Yankees fail to win the World Series again. Okay, because we all know that's happening. Okay.
I mean, listen, I'm not even going to talk crap because they need more than 2 players to get there. So,
Mhm.
but I will be seeing them tomorrow in Chi-Town. Very excited about that. My first time to Wrigley.
Why don't you go to the actual game, which is the Red Sox against the White Flops?
Yeah.
They're on the other side of town.
Are they playing tomorrow?
They are.
See, I wish if I had known that, I would have done the double dip. I would have gone Chicago Cubs during the
Because
day.
I guess they're giving tickets away to see the White Sox.
They can't even give them away because they're so
you know,
pathetic.
They've had
Yeah.
attendance under 1,000 people in the park. I
Wow.
mean, I
Which team? I'm sorry. Which team is this?
I-
the White
Chicago
Sox.
White
Chicago
Sox.
White Sox.
Maybe they need Taylor
I-
Swift to go visit.
Glenn has more people in his house on a weekend than that.
Yeah, he does. He does indeed.
Oh,
Hey, him and his
maybe,
imaginary friends. So I mean, it's
They take up a lot of space. Honestly,
very good, Bruce. Very good. Very
yeah, I was on what is it? Sunday and Monday we had this Labor Day thing this weekend, right? I just sat in my backyard and just stared into space, and there was nobody here, and it was absolutely
Was there a cloud directly
Wonderful.
over your
That's
house?
wonderful.
yeah.
Was there a
did you
cloud
go out
directly over
into
your
the
house?
did
Ben?
you go out into the
Yeah, just like when you were
smokehouse
there.
area and do a big cannonball into your pool that nobody uses anymore?
I used it
no.
2 weeks ago or 3 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
that was the last. I think Dave. That was the last time I was in the pool. It's been
And
like
it's
been
completely
cold
clean,
raining.
disinfected, and deodorized since Dave was there. So
I would hope so.
I didn't say it was clean or defected or deodorized when I was in there.
it wasn't. He waited till after you
Wearing your
left. I mean,
swimmies.
come on,
Yeah,
economies of scale.
Yeah, you swimmies.
week to get
exactly.
that done.
Way to go, CJ. You're
Yeah.
right.
What's the temperature of the pool nowadays, Glenn?
What's that?
What is the temperature of the pool nowadays?
I haven't checked, but it dipped below 80, so it's just like
It's
yeah.
not.
No, I'm emotionally prepared to do one big burst of heating still because I still have got about 40% in my tank. So I'm gonna go out in style and pump that up. If it's sunny at all this weekend, I'm definitely gonna get that thing going and try to warm it up and go for one more swim because I gotta rationalize the fact that somebody cleaned it the last 2 weeks and I haven't been in it.
Hey, Glenn, you having 40% left in your tank is the equivalent to 100% in anybody else's tank. So
Pump it up
I love
until you
But that's
can't
what about
feel
Glenn's
it.
cool.
Pump it
CJ,
up.
you would know this.
until
What
you
you guys know
don't
what it is?
really need
So
it.
he basically has a big bomb in his backyard.
Is
Just
it basically a
waiting
what?
there.
What
A
was
big
that?
bomb
Dick?
of propane. It said basically that heats your pool. You have a big bomb of propane in your backyard.
Yeah,
It's like this 6-foot tank. I think it's as tall as I
yeah,
was.
two of them.
I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. Freaking Paraco. When I added the heater to my pool, they brought these two massive freaking tanks over there. Yeah, and then we had to go pay someone to put a fence in front of it because they were so gross to look
Hi,
at.
Clay.
You know?
Clay's my friend. Actually,
Hi, Clay.
Hey, Clay.
Welcome.
glad to see that you joined us.
Bourbon on the rocks.
Pour a bourbon on the rocks to listen to you all. Hey, I understand. I need a lot stronger stuff than to listen to all of us. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah. So, Mr. Houseman, Christmas story in Cleveland. I love that.
I'm really looking forward to it. I get to go to Cleveland a few times a year because I have some good clients there and some good friends there. So
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like a beautiful weekend. It's
Nice. Good for you.
no clouds, no rain, and they have had a shit ass summer there. So
Is that Christmas Story House still doing the Airbnb, or was that just an exclusive opportunity?
exclusive.
Oh, okay. Well, too bad for you.
Exclusive.
So,
Yeah.
Dave, I know you were concerned about the right pizza investment to make when you're in
I was ready
Chicago
to get
for
into that.
12
wow.
hours. So, if anyone out there has an idea of where the best pizza in Chicago is, and one of the interesting things we were talking about was the tavern style pizza wrinkle. He doesn't necessarily have to stick to deep dish. Dave, maybe you get a deep dish and a tavern style.
Yeah.
A little, mix it up a little bit, and
That's
then
how it's
you come back and next week you bash both of them because they're not New York
Guys,
style.
Give
he
some
has
reviews.
12 hours. He doesn't have a long enough time to wait on.
He'll find the time. He'll find the time.
David,
I can absolutely do that.
David,
Really?
bring a slice of each back with you, and then you can show them off on the show,
Zero.
along with the Chicago hot dog that ends you up in jail because you put ketchup on it. Okay.
So here's the itinerary. And again, Glenn's 100% right. If anybody has any deep dish recommendations while I'm out there, please put them in the comments. Send them to me in LinkedIn because I do
Put up
want
a
to
cell
find
phone number,
the
Glenn.
best
They'll,
spot.
they'll bombard him with it.
Yeah, it's right under. It's on my phone under Craig Sullivan. I'll bring it up right now.
It's under-
So
All right, wait. You got one now. Hold on.
I did see Lou Malnati's. I did see that on kind of the Google list. So since Emily's recommending it, and I did see it as one of the top places, CJ, I think I'm gonna have to do it.
She's been to Chicago a bunch of times. I've actually never been. So
My first time too.
I have
My
no
first time
comment.
too.
Whoa,
That's
wait a minute.
embarrassing.
I know.
A PR
It's
guy who's
young
never been to
kids.
Chicago?
Never been to
It's
Chicago.
young
You're in
boys.
PR and you haven't been to Chicago?
I haven't been to Chicago.
I mean,
I love
come
that
on.
everybody thinks because you're PR, you're supposed to go to Chicago. or
That's
something like that.
that's the list. If you're in PR, it's Chicago's number one. I just haven't
I
made it.
know.
Here's the
That's why
thing
I'm
about
telling
Chicago
you.
for me,
I mean,
and I'm assuming CJ probably would feel very similar to some degree.
God.
I don't know why it's not even calling. That's weird.
No, that's because I know. That wasn't going to happen.
So
Why would I call you when we're talking live?
So
I know.
my thing with Chicago.
That's,
done
that's a
this before.
screenshot when he comes up.
I want to go
Now-
because I've never been. I want to have deep dish because I've never had it. But and then CJ, you might feel the same way as me. There's nothing really outside of the deep dish experience in Wrigley that's in Chicago I can't just do in New York. So what do I really need to go there for more than 12 hours?
Yeah, 12 hours. You're in and out. That's it.
I'm gonna catch a deep dish.
You know,
These are the pictures you put on your phone.
I'm gonna catch a tavern, and I'll get a tavern.
You got to see
flight.
the looks I get when you
No,
call.
You know the other guy. You know the other guy you need
Put
to
up that
ask
put up
about,
that picture of me again.
I'm
We
listening,
gotta-
Bruce. Forget them. I'm listening to you, buddy. Go
about
ahead.
Chicago is
I'm
Master,
hiding your
Master
number.
Chris Daly. He's,
Why
a
not?
Cubs,
I'm on the
he's a
group text.
Cubs fan from the beginning. He
All right,
knows
hold on,
all
we're
about
gonna
it.
put this on a single shot.
Jesus.
That was that one. To be fair, that was that one of Craig's conferences, and my hair was really long, and I specifically did like a
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah.
That
No,
that picture
Was
is
there an
freaking great.
assault involved in that photo or anything like that?
The worst
or-
part was that was the morning, so I was really sober.
And there was no alcohol involved either, so
Ah.
there was no excuse.
No need to explain yourself, Glenn. We're not judging you.
Okay. But,
No, we never judge
To
Glenn.
answer your question, Bruce, I've been in the group chat for like 2 weeks now talking about my trip, and Chris has been. That's the only thing Chris responds to is the Chicago
100%.
is the Chicago comments.
He's all
and
Chicago.
he's the one who's leading the charge on the tavern style versus the deep dish. He's very invested in me going and having a tavern slice versus having
Okay.
a deep dish slice.
You should believe
Dave,
him.
Next
Should
time,
believe it.
next time you're on the group
Amy,
chat,
send those to me. I'd love to see that.
Share it. We need to see it.
David, next time you're on the group chat, tell Chris that Disney Plus canceled all the Star Wars shows. Then he'll comment.
I mean, sure, I'll do it right now. Oh, see,
All
Chris
right,
is-
joke of the day. BF's
There we
joke
go.
of the day.
Okay.
What do you call a moose that has no name?
David.
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Love it.
Yay.
That's good.
Woo.
That was good. That was good.
Love it.
That's good.
So our
I know.
fans want you to go hit the road there, Dave, instead of playing with your phone.
Well,
I
he
want the
can't hit the
live
road. He can't hit the road anymore because he's probably got a big parking lot and has to drive now. As opposed to
Yeah,
walking
I
down.
can't
Yeah.
be driving and videoing
Right.
at the same time. We're a very
Is
safe.
that your
show,
only
if
form
nothing
of commute? Is driving now? You can't take any public transportation?
I can. I don't know.
You
why
ride a
I would.
bicycle.
I
Yeah,
do.
no reason to. I just sent
Must
the
be
group
hard with
text,
the tie.
text for the group. Craig, I'll let you know what it is. And I have reached out to Amy to see if I can secure one of those photos. And if they're nice and clean and safe, we'll bring it up here.
I
Great
think
dad joke. That's great.
Do the needful and get it done.
I live a very up and up lifestyle.
One of my favorite things about that Disney
know.
trip was, I don't think it was Small World, but it was one of the rides we came out of. And Clint
It was
just
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I was
You
so
mean this photo?
blasted. I was so blasted, and that's like one of my favorite rides as a kid.
We can't see it. It's too
Yeah,
blurry.
like,
Yeah, it's too
we
blurry,
get
Craig.
blurry, bro.
I think we need to outlaw Craig trying to show his phone in the video.
yeah.
Yeah, but this
It's
is
not
a good
really
photo.
working.
It's not working too well.
Remind me after the show. I'll tell you guys the dad joke my daughter sent me via text the other day. That's my 12-year-old daughter, to the point where I'm not even going to bring it up on this show. But remind me after the show. I'll be sure
okay.
to share with you guys. And that's the kind of daughter I'm raising.
Wow, you're being a parent. I'm proud of you, David.
Thank you, Craig. You know, I'm glad I could live up to your very low expectations.
Very low, very low.
They're low.
You know,
Where did Glenn go?
He
he
has some
had
camera
to
issues
take
every-
care of some
he has
business.
camera
He'll be right
issues every
back.
so often,
Yeah,
so we
all
just have
right,
to
all
move
right.
him
Yeah.
for a half
Very
a second.
serious business.
And I have
He's
to
back.
do the scramble. It's a whole mess every time Glenn has
Yeah.
his camera issue.
Yeah. I just don't. Let's not discuss that because I'm in the middle of getting a new life insurance policy. So
Ah.
yeah.
Oh,
Well-
good. I'm glad you made David and I the beneficiaries.
Yeah. Well.
One of my only 2 drinks this week.
Yeah. Put the alcohol down. I was gonna say. Doesn't drink at all.
No,
I'm not going to say that. There's too much evidence otherwise.
How much are Craig and I getting?
All right. Seriously, with what I can afford, you guys are in for about $8 each. So
nice.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Tax free. It's
That's
tax
not
free,
bad.
David.
That's
Oh.
a decent trip to McDonald's, I think. About
So-
maybe-
I don't think so. That's like half a burger.
Yeah.
I learned something about life insurance
Happy
that I
Meal,
wish
$5.
would have told me. Like, don't renew it when you're in your 50s because they're gonna fuck you. So that didn't work out too well.
Yeah, they
20
said,
year-
yeah, you're gone.
the 20-year term life I got for $1 million when I was 30. That worked out really well because that was like $136.50 per quarter, right? So that was good. Now that we got these quotes in, and it's like like $5 million a week in order to get it for a $1 million policy. It's
So
insane.
they're basically
Hey,
saying
Glenn,
we're
for
gonna
your
bet on you to
birthday,
die.
Yeah.
Glenn, for your birthday, I'm going to get you your ARP membership, and then you can go get insurance through ARP and
Yeah.
you'll save.
Just listen. I love this. I just love the excitement of riding without life insurance for a little while. Plus, finally, I'm more valuable alive than dead. So it makes me feel really good. So
Hey, no more Boeing jets.
I know. I really had to pare back. Yeah.
Conversation got real morbid real quick.
Make the trade,
Someone
Glenn.
walked into the studio.
That's how we
His wife
celebrate
did.
150 around here.
Oh,
It's his wife going, what do you mean you don't have life insurance
know what that
anymore? What the
means?
hell's going
We
on?
have to drink
Family project.
because we suck. We have to drink. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I'm
Craig,
running out.
can you show me your beer real quick, Craig?
That one?
Glenn, do you remember when
Yeah.
we first started this wonderful, wonderful show all those years ago when Craig had the see-through beer because he refused to show the logo? on his beer, so he would always
Yeah,
take
I
it.
ran out of blue tape.
Yeah, you used to put the tape over.
Ah, Corona.
Yeah. Wasn't gonna give him an ad unless they paid us.
Yeah, he was throwing
Ah,
out
Corona.
sponsorship
Well,
money.
I mean, you should ask Glenn about that Mando money he's rolling in. It's using their deodorants and everything, so he smells fresh like the
I
living
know
waters on
I
Mandalore.
used that roll of pennies to massage out stuff in my back. Yeah.
Come on, if you go to Glenn's house, he cross-dress. I mean, cosplays, and he's got his Mandalorian, gear and all of that. Producer David has got a furry fetish at the hotel.
That's
So,
not true at all.
it's like,
What did I sign up for this
And
episode?
how do you know all of this, Craig?
because they share
I think we need to spin off our own.
way
our
too
own-
much
our own episode
information.
here.
They share way too much.
Oh,
different direction.
Craig, you got a reaction from Chris Daly. You were spot on that would get him into the group chat.
Yes.
He's very unhappy. He is clearly based on what the tone that you can read through text, which is not much. He's very antagonized by that
Yeah.
statement. So
Yeah.
make sure that you. Oh, there you go. See, Glenn
There he
went to
goes
go-
again.
Glenn went to go check the text message because it was
Yeah.
that intense.
That's right. He is just
I
right.
totally
Glenn is
handle one thing
always
at a
right on top of replying to text messages.
Right?
So
6
you can reach
months
him at
later, I'm right there.
949-675-9631. That's his new cell phone for his new house here in Newport Beach.
Oh my God, the amount of text messages is out of control. I can't handle it anymore. So
That's 95%.
Hey, are
of
you
his
being
Craig
asked for
sending
donations,
back-to-back
Glenn?
memes.
I know.
It's all just Craig sending random memes of random things. That's and then
No,
everyone
it's
else is-
alligators.
You don't.
Alligators that I get. Sometimes a side of bear.
Yeah.
I have heard that Glenn does not enjoy an exchange with the person who needs to send 5 texts in a row of 5 words apiece. He is very annoyed by that.
Who does
I
that?
do that.
Oh.
That's like my life. Like God forbid I have
Again,
more
he is fine with doing it himself, but annoyed to receive.
Other people. I tend to text like that.
It's
too,
not.
yeah.
It's not that I'm annoyed with. It's not that I'm annoyed with everybody texting. It's just because I'm the only Android guy, and anytime someone likes or does anything with it, I get like 8,000 different texts. So I'm like,
Well,
Glenn,
whose
you
fault
enjoy
is that?
being green.
could-
We
whose
all
fault-
know what that is.
Yeah, Glenn.
Okay.
yeah,
You could
enjoy being
switch.
the green guy.
You could switch,
Not-
Glenn. You
I'm
don't have
gonna
to be a rebel.
Get the blue bubble.
You don't have to be a rebel. You know.
I'm holding out for the Department of Justice to do their job. So we're in it for the long haul, baby.
You
I
guys
think
don't know
that
that.
Careful
is
what you wish
indication
for.
that we all just need to text Glenn even more now and make sure
Yes.
that in every group
Oh,
when you're in, you do every single symbol for every single response.
And make sure
eventually-
you like every single comment or hate every single comment or make sad face or something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, you can't talk to him on Instagram. You can't talk to him on Facebook. You can't talk to him on any of the other social media outlets.
I can't
'cause you
deal.
You get the hand, okay? And
I can't deal. I can't deal. It's too much information all the time. And my
when are
head's
you going to hire an assistant, Glenn? Anytime.
Glenn
I
is his own assistant.
This
I
has
know.
become a therapy
That's not-
session for
That's
Glenn. I
not going
think.
to work.
How does that make you
Not gonna
feel,
work.
Glenn?
I'll tell you. All right. So here's CJ.
I like that,
it's
CJ.
it's funny you should say that. So before doing the show tonight, I asked ChatGPT to write the top 10 reasons why we're still shocked that Friday Night Audit is still on the air.
Yes.
And-
Yes.
And I also asked the Microsoft version of it,
Okay.
and yeah, one of the comments was that how the show always turns into a therapy session. and stuff like that.
Bring up the comments. Do you have them on your
I love
All right,
that.
so all right, so number 10, we've redefined networking.
Focus on Glenn.
All right, here we go.
Drum roll.
Again, I did not write these, courtesy of the good folks over at ChatGPT. Number 10, we've redefined networking as just finding someone to buy the next round. That is so effing true. I love that. We've survived 149 episodes of questionable drink choices and even more questionable jokes. Number 8, despite our best efforts, we haven't been banned by any major podcast platforms yet.
Yeah.
Hey, Craig, I love voting on each of these jokes. This is great. All right, here we go. I'll tell you, these are much better than I expected. A couple of them fall flat, but overall, not so bad. All right, next one. Turns out, do you really need another drink? Isn't just a question. It's our entire brand strategy. Number 6, we've set the bar so low, we've had to dig it out of the ground a few times. But hey, people still keep coming back for more. Number 5 is written by ChatGPT. No one has yet to file a complaint about our professional advice on conference networking, usually given after 5 cocktails. Number 4.
Woo!
Number 4, our sound engineer deserves an award for turning slurred speech into coherent sentences week after week.
I'll take the credit for that.
All right, this next one is not so horrible. You know, we've mastered the art of self-deprecating humor so well, we've actually convinced ourselves we're professionals. Number 2, we've convinced our guests that hanging out with us at the bar is a legitimate podcast format, and they keep falling for it.
Yes.
Before you go on, Glenn, we have actually done several.
According to ChatGPT, is hey, we've turned what's basically an excuse to drink with friends into 150 episodes of pure entertainment. Who'd know?
I love number 2 because we've done so many of these shows from random.
I know, right?
Glenn, I think you need to
Hire
add
the sound
stand-up.
engineer.
You need to add stand-up to your service offerings, I think, Glenn.
Or reading stand-up written by ChatGPT.
He doesn't have any
No,
patience for
anyway.
that.
What's that?
Speaking of stand-up, tune into last week's episode 149, where we talk
He might
about how much I was too much of a scaredy cat to actually do a career in stand-up comedy.
He might actually be able to do like 9 minutes, maybe 9.5 minutes of stand up.
No,
but it wouldn't be.
I got a solid 6 seconds. I'm yearning for Vine to come back.
Craig would have to come out and like body
Sorry, I
slam
got to do
him
this
on the
myself. I
stage.
thought that was really fucking funny.
No, I wouldn't body slam. I just grabbed the hook. As soon as it went to dead air, it's like, here's the hook.
So, Craig, can we build in some time? A, for me to give Bruce the Yankees Lego set, and B, for Glenn to do stand up during Click. Can that happen?
Well, absolutely. And there's a very good chance we're going to, and don't tell anybody who's attending Click 8. We may have a stand-up comedian that's doing impressions as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
The big secret, all you have to do is rewind to last week's show to find out more.
Broke the news on 150.
Are you going to actually?
Hey, we always break news here. We also break wind here, but you know, that's something else.
Dave, are you going to actually be out at Click this year? Or is it still?
Right now,
Yes, he was there last year too.
Well, I feel like there was a conversation that
There was
he
a
was-
problem this year, I believe. Yeah,
There's no problem with this year. There's no
Okay,
problem.
all right. So then we'll actually finally, after all these years, get to meet in person.
We're all going to be in the
Whoa.
same location. at the same time.
Oh my God, you're so right. You guys have never met in person.
Yeah.
You're like the lone
Well, what
holdout.
better place than Long Beach?
I've only met CJ, I think, once, and that was at
Oh,
Click.
we met a couple of times.
In person.
Yeah, we met-
met
him at Click
too. That's right.
this
They
year.
shared.
Yeah.
But the first time was at Click,
Yes.
and except for the most recent time with Glenn in New York City, it's been
Yeah.
years before me and Glenn got together outside of Click. and
I-
outside of California.
I
So,
act like we've hung out like every weekend or something.
and if it's not at NYU, I only see Bruce Ford at Click. So
Ain't
Click
nothing
is the
but a
place to
G
be.
thing, baby. Too low.
There you go.
You're so crazy. Death row is the label that pays me.
I love, you know what I love about your conference, Craig, is you turn a 1-day conference into a week for me. I don't know how that you managed to do that.
We were just talking about that.
magic.
The trip down.
Literally, I fly out on Monday and like leave on Saturday.
Yeah. There's a few other things that fall in between.
And always.
Well,
make
we
sure you
have
take
to
Craig's
do all
advice.
these recordings, and we have
Yeah.
to do all these meetings, and we don't get
That-
together.
exactly.
And, you know, it's like
Exactly.
it's private
Oh,
time.
Great. Amy's
Yeah.
gonna be there too. Yay.
And don't
Yeah.
forget, always take Craig's advice. Take the 2 layovers and spend the extra $400 so you can fly into John Wayne. It's always, always worth it.
Hey, you know what?
Uh,
we Bruce and I got to use GeForce One today or yesterday actually. And we went to Dallas, we went to Boston, we went to Atlanta, and you know, Glenn, thank you very much for letting us borrow your plane. I really appreciate it.
My
So,
favorite part about Bruce is
David, I don't know why you don't get on GeForce One with Glenn. I really
because it's
don't.
in Long Island and I'm not going to Long Island. That's why. Simple as
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Honestly, listen, just so everybody understands, like I totally get where Dave's coming from because I feel the same way. To go from here to Jersey or from Jersey to here is so effing horrible.
Terrible.
We'd rather meet at Click
Yes.
than deal with it.
Yes.
You go to our local airport.
I
and
second
fly
that.
out. It's so
Yeah.
much easier.
So-
It's so much easier.
So how many hours does it take to get from one house to another?
What time of the day are we talking about?
Right. If you want to go when you travel, it could be 3-4 hours each way.
Middle of the
that's
night
what-
we talking about, or yeah.
Yeah,
In the middle of the night, it's like an hour and a half.
So here,
Yeah, middle of the night, it's 90
have this
minutes.
answer. I have this answer because I just did it.
Yeah.
So
But he
when I
gets
went out to
pulled
Glenn's
over
house-
every.
He's got evidence.
When I went out to Glenn's house, I left it super early in the morning on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, you left at like 8 in the
was-
morning or 8:30 in the
I
morning.
was there in an hour and 20 minutes, easy commute, done, bang.
Wow.
Coming back, which was prime time travel back from Long
You
Island.
left
it
at
was
3. right?
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So it literally
So-
depends on the day of the week, the seasonality, and the time of the day.
It's
Right.
one of those things that if he had left at 3:15, it might have taken him 3 hours or 3.5 hours.
Four.
Yeah.
Four. He's saying
Yeah.
four.
No, it could
Right.
very,
So,
very well.
Just
could
on
happen.
average, I
Now,
drive 3
wait a
hours
minute.
one way to work.
No, we
Isn't
know.
there
and
an
that-
auto ferry
horrible.
close by to Glenn's house.
You guys
that'll
can
take you
handle
over to
this.
Jersey?
Come on.
No,
There's just no need
No.
to introduce that into your life.
that's the one.
You
That's
have
the
no
one in
choice.
Connecticut. That's going to Connecticut.
Oh.
I have no reason to be
Yeah.
over there.
Like, listen, I'm excited to drive up to Mohegan Sun for the Red Roof Conference at the end of this month. You know, that'll be a nice drive, but that's for like 4 days of being there, not to just go hang out.
Well,
Right.
talking about driving all these extra ways, I remember I had a whole great plan from Click getting from LAX. I had someone picking me
Oh,
up.
okay.
I set up
Oh,
Bruce
good.
Ford
You're
with a
going
won-
another direction.
I set up Bruce Ford with a wonderful, wonderful ride to tag along with us. I'm flying somewhere over Kansas. Texting Bruce like, "Hey, how's your flight? See you there soon." Oh no, I got to go back 3 hours to my house because I forgot something very
that's
important.
Worst. Yeah.
Bruce Ford, who I think is frozen actually.
Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
But I
frozen.
actually-
I know how to sit
He's-
still.
He's not addressing you.
He's a master Zoom man.
He's just not addressing you.
Oh,
That was
God.
not a
Turn
good
around.
day. That was not a good day. I got 75% away to Logan Airport from my house and realized I didn't have my wallet.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Can't go on a 2-week trip without
my
your wallet.
God.
Ouch.
I was
So
in
real quick,
Hawaii
guys,
once.
We're coming up on time here. We have a full house, and Daniel had a great question for us to wrap up show 150. So I want to go around the room. Anybody who's watching, please feel free to put it in the comments as well. Why do we love this show, guys? What is making us all love Friday Night Audit? Brucey, you get to go first, BF. Make it happen.
Why do I
Glad
love
we
the
can hear
Friday
you.
night audit? Well, it's got at least 5 of my favorite people, if not more than that, that are big fans and players in the game. And I always love seeing you guys. And additionally, it's somewhat hospitality, but at the same time, it's all of the alternative hospitality that we stand there at the conferences and talk about, and it does truly feel like a cocktail party. So congratulations on 150, everyone.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you.
CJ.
Well, I was just told it'd be drinks. That's why I show up every time you guys invite me. To be honest with you, you can drink on the show. It's, it works for me. No, I love being on I love whenever I'm invited on the show. I always have a great time. It's nice to be under, this situation with people in the industry and just hanging out and relaxing. And I think it's also a great, kind of icebreaker, meeting new people as well. And it gets people comfortable getting on these shows. Not everybody likes to do this all the time, go on podcasts, do interviews. So it's a real nice way to kind of get into all that. So congratulations again, guys. Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. And Arnie, you've watched me drink for years, so I don't buy that bullshit.
Suzanne.
So congratulations. I'm very excited for you all. I don't know that I have anything favorite about it. I feel like it's the text. You're going to join this week.
So you're a rational human being. That's why.
She's a professional.
Now, if we had alligators, she'd be happy.
Yeah, she ain't a doctor for nothing. Yeah.
That I can just run out in the front yard for. We're all good.
I'll go next, I guess. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I remember very well when Glenn, gave me a call and said, "Hey, me and my buddy Craig are doing this show. It's going to be fun, lighthearted. You want to help us out, produce? You can jump on and talk nonsense." I'm like, "Yes, talk nonsense. I am in. That's all I do all day." But for me, the show, obviously, when we started, COVID was still, well in hand, and it was just a fun place to hang out. I got to meet Craig really and get closer to Craig, which was great. And just basically every Friday that I do it, which I know it's been few and far between now, is basically me coming on and just, talking nonsense with my buddies. And it's a great way to end the week and roll into the weekend. It's truly one of my favorite things to do every week. And I cannot wait till the day I can come back on full time once I get some things under control. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for inviting me on and being a part of this, because I truly enjoy it week in and week out. And even the days I'm not here, I'm always watching. Always watching.
Always watching.
But for now,
Always.
Craigie, what about you, buddy?
This show.
Give him the full screen.
This show on paper is such a bad idea. It is so much fun. We get to have an hour a week where we can just do and say whatever the hell we want, and I love it. Bruce Ford, CJ Arlotta, two of our mainstays. Nobody's been on the show longer or as many times as they have, and it's great. I wouldn't know CJ if he hadn't been on the show. Amy Montgomery, our number one fan. Producer Dave, David's family at this point. Okay. It's a great relationship. Glenn and I are brothers, and it's just so much fun to do this show. And it's so much different from the shows that Glenn and I do on a regular. Wow. What the hell was that?
That was trippy.
Yeah. It's just so much different from the shows that Glenn and I do, Monday through Thursday. And, getting to know Dr. Producer Suzanne and everybody else that is part of this show. This is your show as much as it is ours. Thank you all very much. I love you all. Thank you.
Well, Glenn, so first things first, Arnie, yes, that is absolutely is Bruce's head behind Craig's shoulder.
Yes.
Bruce is always
with shamrocks growing out of his ears.
It's actually the skeleton one. I don't know what the other one is.
So Glenn, you got to follow that one up. Glenn, tell us.
I love doing this on the professional level. What I really like is my whole thing is I want to keep the humanity in hospitality, particularly as we're moving more towards technology. And this gives us a great opportunity to bring people on and show how they're real people, not just people that work at companies or parts of brands or all sorts of stuff. Just show how they are as human beings. And we get to interact with them and have so much fun getting to know them as real human beings. That's how we do everything in our business, right? like building those personal relationships and getting to know who each other really are. So I think that that's become kind of a conduit to be able to do that. For me personally, I like it because it gets to be able to challenge me in a different way. I love being able to make stupid jokes and have a great time and just be able to relax as we go into the weekend. So on a professional and personal level, I just absolutely love doing this. Even if all of you out there are confused by why this is all happening, but we're going to
keep coming back though. They keep coming back for more.
150
deep, and they keep coming back for more. One more time, cheers to the show.
Cheers.
I'm visible, apparently.
Cheers, everybody.
Water bottle here, but cheers.
All right, so should we do the Plug-a-Palooza now?
Oh yeah.
No, I'll just go.
Should we end it?
We're good.
No. Do the Plug-a-Palooza.
All right, hold on.
CJ.
Listen, Craig said we got to do it.
Yeah.
Craig,
CJ. Come on.
All right,
Plugs.
real quick, it's budgeting season. If you don't have PR, put PR in your budget and email me at cj@cjmediasolutionsllc.com. There we
Bruce Ford.
Beautiful.
Looking forward to seeing everybody this fall. Have a lot of great content coming up. Of course, you might get a surprise from Glenn and me for a little private conversation coming up soon. But at the same time, go and travel. Everyone, the deals are there. The opportunities are there. Support the industry. We all want to travel. I kind of said adventure travel earlier. I know some people are still on rage travel, but let's have comfort travel.
And make sure before you leave for the airport to bring your wallet.
Dr. Producer Suzanne.
Well, I'm excited. My son is going to turn 10 in 2 weeks, so I won't be with you on the 13th.
Congratulations.
And I'm super proud of him, and he's getting ready to sell popcorn for Cub Scouts. So if you want to contribute, I will be happy to be sharing that information along to help make his
do it.
Yeah. But David and I and Glenn will all take a tub. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
David.
Oh, we might get a surprise appearance.
Ooh, I want my time
moving over.
Who are we surprising with? Come on,
who's coming in? Is it Mrs. Ford?
Mrs. Ford?
Not yet.
Where is she?
Not yet.
You're getting
There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Come over. Now.
David,
Come on.
no, you got to show your face.
Make it even worse.
Show your face. No,
No,
I got
that
the wave.
sounds like Glenn's wife.
Yeah.
I got the wave.
There was
Okay,
a worthful shot.
But you got a beer out of it.
I did. Another
David.
great rhythm.
Where's
Great rhythm.
Emily?
This is-
Where's Emily and my beer? Emily.
This is Portsmouth Brewing Company.
You're in trouble.
I don't
You're
think you're going to
in
get a very
trouble.
good response.
Okay, David, what is your plug?
I don't know. Go Yankees tomorrow. Fantasy football is in full swing. My team is going to be 1-0 after this week.
Oh, I missed
Bruce is
that
upset
one.
because the Red Sox are making the playoffs. It's totally fine. If you guys
I
have those
bet they wouldn't.
recommendations,
I bet
more
the
than
under.
Emily, although Emily gave me the one I'm going to go to most likely. I'll check out the Tavern Style. I'll be back next week to report. Chris Daly, if you're watching, I'm going to text you the whole day tomorrow about my Chicago escapades.
There you
I'll
go.
be back next week to report.
Hey, Glenn, you want to
Yeah.
go next or you want to go last?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go next. We'll wrap it up with you, Craig.
Okay.
I love that idea. Hey, looking forward to seeing Craig and CJ next week when we're all going to be at the My Place conference. I'm honored enough to be able to do the opening. Thank you. Hold on. Hold that thought.
There we go.
Hey, everybody. I'll be at the My Place conference next week along with our friend CJ. And, of course, Craig Sullivan will be there doing content. I'm honored to be doing the opening kickoff panel with a lot of the faces that you don't normally get to see at My Place. And I'm going to be doing interviews with them on the No Vacancy Network for that. Then I'll be headed over to TribalNet in Las Vegas after that. Looking forward to experiencing a new event and a different community than we are all at. And of course, at the end of the month, I'll be doing some work over at the Red Roof Conference, hosting their town hall discussion. And Craig, we got a live Friday night audit at the lodging conference.
Yes,
Yeah,
pull up the
baby.
graphic.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
So many graphics, so little time.
Wrong graphic.
That's
That's
the
down
next
the road.
Really,
And
guys?
this is why I didn't want to do
There
this.
we go. October 7th, Glenn and I are doing a live show for the lodging conference. So join us 4 o'clock. We may have 2 shows, but definitely 1. And we're looking forward to
Depends on
this.
how many drinks are
Wait, to
consumed.
confirm.
Well,
the
no, it
Lodging
kind of
Conference is on
depends
the
on
West Coast. Wait.
Connections and powers, because we're going to be outside for the second one if we can make that happen. But
To confirm, though, is it going to be 4 p.m. Eastern or 4 p.m. Pacific? Because you guys are going to be in Arizona,
4
correct?
p.m. Pacific.
There you go.
Pacific.
See?
Yeah.
7 p.m. with the real time zone that matters. 7
Yeah.
p.m.
Dave, don't confuse them. Don't confuse them.
yeah, there's a reason we don't throw in like mountain or
Way
Hawaiian
to go,
time.
Amy.
Whoa,
I'll be
Amy
back.
is competing in the Olympics tomorrow in 5 different swimming events. Wow.
Oh, God, this is, who is dropping? Who?
There we go.
Hands up the
Not
button, people.
me. It is
Was
not
it?
me. For once, it was not me.
God.
Okay. Okay. And then new graphic,
Oh,
3-minute Thursdays.
There it is.
Wrong graphic
Nope.
again, I think.
I don't have
Wrong
that one.
graphic.
I don't
I
have 3
sent it
minutes.
to you.
And you sent me 3
Oh
graphics.
man,
Yeah.
I got-
okay. All right.
it's
Well,
like this is the first
I got
Friday night.
Hold
Hey,
on.
well, there we go. Lazy River race at the lodging
Isn't that
conference. Harry and I came in last and bound and determined to come in last again this year.
Dude, you've
Yeah.
got some fierce
Yeah.
competition because I'm going to show up this year and I'm going to
Ooh.
out lazy your asses so much. You won't know what lazy
You think?
is.
I don't think so. Gauntlets are thrown.
This is
Here.
unique.
Here. We're going to throw the gauntlet. Fuck you. Not going to
I'm going to be
happen.
so lazy. I'll be going the opposite direction of everyone.
And the 150 just went off the train tracks.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, so in
All
all
right.
honesty,
Now the last graphic, David.
I'll do it.
There
I
we
got it.
go. March
the right
5th
one.
and 6th, 2025. The 8th Annual California Lodging Investment Conference. Don't leave your decisions up
Thank
to the
you.
Magic 8 Ball because it's not going to work. Okay? We've got Glenn. We've got David. We've got CJ. We got
Oh, there was
Bruce.
Emily.
And
She just
brought the
came in
beer.
and then we missed her.
else?
He brought the beer.
Let Craigie finish his promo.
It got interrupted. I lost my.
I'm trying to help
Start
you.
from- yeah, start from the beginning. Oh, hold Craig.
We
Where
got
am I gonna
Bruce.
be?
We got Development Projects of the Year. We got Lifetime Achievement Awards. We got everything.
We
at
got
the
Bruce,
Click
we got Dave,
Conference.
we got
Number
Glenn, we
8.
got Suzanne, we got CJ. Just go back and watch every other episode we've ever done. You'll see the same promo. It's okay.
There you go. There you go.
But yes, Emily did drop in and bring CJ a beer. So
Yes.
shout out to Emily.
Nice.
And
Nice.
what
go.
brand is this beer?
Still Peroni going Italian.
I tell.
Italian. Italian.
Going Italian or Italian water as I
Peroni's
call it.
great
Really
beer. I
light.
love Peroni.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
beer. It's just
So.
too fucking expensive.
All right,
You're all the
everybody, happy
best.
150. We'll see you guys around.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for
Bye,
having us.
Glenn.
Hey, everybody.
Bye.
so
Don't
much.
talk
Thanks.
over